Hello and welcome to the Rock Your Voice podcast. Vocal coaching tips that will transform your voice, interviews that will inspire, industry guidance, and so much more. Without further ado, let's get on with the show. Hello! Today is an interesting one. I want to flip the script on two negative emotions or kind of feelings and show you how these can actually be a trigger to enlighten the fact that you are capable of more. So the main thing I want to look at, which comes up a lot as an artist, you may or may not see it for what it is, but jealousy is a factor. A lot of times we'll see another person doing what we would like to be doing. They get the gig we wanted, they get the award we wanted, they win the showcase opportunity we wanted, or the contest, what have you, and you feel jealousy. I also want to look at FOMO, fear of missing out, because as a busy artist or as someone who feels like you should be in a million places at once, networking, meeting all the people, going to all the events, being at the award shows, all the things, sometimes that's also trying to show you something else. So the big one is jealousy. I've looked at, I've done some other episodes on things like judgment. And that actually I might touch on a little bit at the end because it's been coming up quite a bit with clients lately. But for now, I want to look at jealousy. Different thing. Okay. Don't get judgment and jealousy confused. Jealousy I want to look at because it's really important you see that as a sign, not that you are lacking, but it's evidence that you are recognizing your own potential. So we get triggered with jealousy because we see someone else doing something that we either fully are aware of or subconsciously we are aware that we are capable of doing the same, if not better. The jealousy is kind of the icky feeling that's like, they did it first or they got there before me. And it's kind of residual pissed offness, at my most psychological terminology for you, that we didn't get our ducks in a row or put the effort in or do the work to be where this other person is that we're jealous of. So for example, say there's someone out there getting gigs with a full band and you're just doing sort of acoustic, smaller shows and you're starting to feel raging jealousy. They've got their band together, they're booking bigger gigs, they're doing their thing. That's just your brain showing you that you can, you deserve, and you should if you just put the work in. And that sucks because sometimes putting the work in isn't as easy done as it is said. There might be financial investment elements. You might have to obviously pay your band, book rehearsal space, find the time to do all of these things. So yes, there are challenges, and please take this all with some grace, because I want to obviously give you grace in the fact that life is hard, life is challenging, life is tough. But I do want to point out that if you are jealous of someone, it means you're capable of doing what they're doing in the best way. Okay, so it's essentially like you wouldn't feel that emotional charge if you weren't capable of it. You'd sit back and you'd be like, wow, that person's really good at that. And that would be it. That would be the end of your emotional rabbit hole. You would literally look at them and be, okay, that's great. Like, for example, do you get jealous when you see Sabrina Carpenter at a fully sold out arena show? Are you like pissed off that that's not you? Or are you like, that would be really cool to do something like that? Okay, there's a different kind of vibe. Whereas if it's like, because that maybe isn't achievable to you right now, you're not feeling that like jealous thing. You're feeling like that's a cool goal to have. Whereas if you bring it down a few levels to someone who's kind of in the same pool as you, maybe doing a little bit better, a little bit further ahead, and you do feel that like, that could be me. That is your trigger. That is your cue that yes, it could be you. It should be you. And in all likelihood, if you put your foot to the floor on this one, it will be you in a very short time. So take that cue as an opening for you to explore the emotion, explore the opportunity, and start putting things together to make it happen so that it's no longer jealousy. It's more of like a goal setting mechanism. It's action setting. So it really is just going to pinpoint where that latent potential is living in you, and it will get you moving. It will get you going. So long as you have the confidence to back it up, and the technical aspects and all of that stuff. Again, always here for you if you need a cheerleader, if you need someone on your team, if you're like, you know what, I could be that. In 2 weeks, I just don't feel like I have my chops up vocally, or I need a bit more technique brushing up, or I need a bit performance coaching or something along those lines, or I could release my album, but I'm not exactly sure how to fine tune all of this stuff. Reach out, because I've got my emerging artist program kicking off again in January. So if you are looking at releasing stuff, if you are looking at getting all of your music registered, if you're looking at promotion and marketing, branding, all of that stuff, please reach out. Let's hook you up with that, because that will get you ready for that. If you want a voice lesson, my thing when I'm working with emerging artists is, you don't need to slow down. Don't be like, okay, I'm going to singing lessons, I'm going to slow down and commit to 6 months of training. Come see me, let's do a check-in, and off you go. I don't like the idea of like, okay, we need to put everything on pause and we need to reframe everything. Like, let's just one and done. Let's get you going. So please reach out if you have any questions on any element of your career at this point, and if you're feeling that trigger of jealousy. But I want to continue talking about that, because when you're feeling that why not me, again, that's your push. I've got a bunch of notes here that I'm following, because there are so many different points on this that I think really, really can help. They really resonated with me. Now, what exactly is the situation that has triggered you? Is it, say, the artist's freedom and flexibility on stage, or freedom and flexibility with their voice? Is it their creativity? Is it their vulnerability or their bravery to just put their whole self out there? Is it their consistency? Are they posting all the time online, or are they confidently committing to like regular gigs? Are they performing every weekend? Do they have something regular set up that you're a bit jealous? Like, I wish I just had a weekly bar gig that just like was a thing and I could relax and that's there. Is it their confidence? So have a look, like whenever you feel that little twinkle of jealousy, take a minute. What element is showing up for me? What is it that I'm jealous of? And then figure out, reverse engineer, what is it in you that you need to fine tune a little bit more, maybe train up a little bit more, maybe learn a bit more about, to step into that and be like, I got it now. That is your shift. Is instead of saying I didn't or I'm not, say I can and I could and I will. That is your transitional moment. The jealousy is your cue for transition. It's an invitation to take inspired action, to learn, to train, to challenge yourself, to move forward, or maybe just sit back, have a cup of tea and be like, all right, I'm doing it. I've been waiting for so long. I've got all of these tracks on a file on my laptop. I'm going to go and sign up with DistroKid or whatever. I'm going to do it. I'm going to book a couple of afternoons off on a couple of weekends. I'm going to get all my ducks in a row and I'm going to do it. Can break things down into smaller pieces too. If it's a big overwhelming goal, if say, for example, okay, I've got to redo my whole website. Their website looks fantastic. Don't do what ADHD crazy Emma does and be like, see another website and be like, okay, I'm gonna go, and then there goes 3 days in a row wiped off the calendar because Emma is obsessing and locked in her room redoing her whole website. No, write down what you want to do about your website, take a couple hours a day over 10 days, and then you'll have what you want ready to rock and roll. Okay, don't obsess about things. The other thing that does get in the way a lot is FOMO, fear of missing out. There will always be more opportunities. There will always be times when all of those people will be back together again in the same room, or okay, this is a lie. I have to think a bit more about this as I'm telling you everything's going to be okay. I saw the Foo Fighters in Vegas at MGM Grand in that small for the Foo Fighters room, and it was phenomenal. One of the best nights of my life. Saw Taylor Hawkins. Few weeks later, he was gonzo. So, yeah, things like that. Take the opportunity immediately, and yes, have FOMO if you miss an amazing concert or something. Those are like once in a lifetime opportunities. But be aware of if it's like your girlfriends are going out, or there's a show that maybe you can't make, but you know that artist's going to come through town again in a couple of months or something like that. reel it in. Just be really like, make sure you're aware of like, when will I see all these people again? Or when will I get the chance to do this again? If you're not going to get the chance to do it again, try and do your best to do it. But if you are, be realistic. Don't roll around in the basement and cry because you're not at something. But just be realistic about all of that kind of stuff. And also, think bigger. I'm not going to say too much right now, but I want you, if you see something and you think, I'm really missing out on this, it's making me crazy, think bigger and be prepared to jump at it next time it comes around. If what you did miss was really, you felt you missed out. Because night of, you'll be like, oh, they're all at this thing doing that thing, or they're all at that, for example, like a retreat or whatever. I had so many people who were busy with gigs and stuff and couldn't come to last summer's retreat, and they've signed up immediately for this next summer's retreat because they're like, I saw all the things online, I saw all the YouTube posts, I saw all the videos on social media, I'm not missing it again, which is brilliant. Good for you. And I feel really flattered and really honored and grateful for that, because I'm really excited because I know that the next retreat, the FOMO was valid. However, just think bigger and think like, okay, next time this comes around, it's going to be with even bigger, cooler people and stuff. So I'm kind of going off on a bit of a tangent here, but don't beat yourself up with FOMO. FOMO is, again, revealing that there's something there that you feel should be part of your life. What is that? What is missing? What do you need to kind of bring to your day or your circle or your group that you're not feeling like you're hugely missing out on something? But jealousy is the key. Jealousy is the big one here. And I want you to remember, every time you feel that trigger, every time you feel that little twinge of emotion of that should be me, remember that could be you. Okay, that's all that jealousy is telling you. You've just got to figure out how to get your ducks in a row and get the ball rolling on it. So good luck with everything. Again, please reach out if you can put your finger on what is holding you back. If it is something that is within my realm of expertise and I can help and support you to clean that up and get you moving forward, please reach out. Let's chat. And like, let's chat to see if it is. You don't have to sort of be like, oh, probably not reach out to Emma because she's busy or whatever. Just reach out. Let's chat. Let's see if I can help you. I'm open to chatting with anyone all the time. Email me, emma@rocketvocalstudios.com. I'll put the link in the show notes. Follow on Instagram, Rocket Vocal Studios. I'm really active on there, so that's a good space to reach out to me for sure. I hope that this kind of gives you a bit of a reversed way of looking at jealousy and a negative emotion in a way to really propel you in a positive direction. So good luck with that, and let me know how you get on. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. It helps other listeners just like you discover the show. Also, I'd love you to follow along on social media. It's Rocket Vocal Studios. That's ROCKIT Vocal Studios. If you have any questions at all, I am here for you and your voice. Email me, emma@rocketvocalstudios.com. Would love to chat. If you ever want a session, if you want to nerd out about the voice, I am here for you. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day. We'll see you next time.